Good morning from the Osgood tent site. I slept on this tent platform last night. All the tent platforms when I got here, I forget what time, probably like 7, 8. Every platform had tents on it, but this tent platform had an open space. So I asked if I could set up my tent, and they were so nice. We chatted for a while. There were some local White Mountain hikers working on their grid. They left super early, so I just kind of stayed awake in my tent for a while this morning, which felt nice. It was just a nice slow morning. Now it's 8 o'clock and I'm going to hike the 4.8 miles to Pinkham Notch and take a long break there. Maybe like charge my phone, get something to eat, and then I'll head up to the Wildcats. I've been leapfrogging with the same big tramily since like Massachusetts, and I fell a little bit behind them the other day when I hiked 6 miles and spent most of the day in North Conway. But yesterday I caught back up because they were at the same tent site as me, and I saw them all this morning as they were packing up, getting ready to leave. So maybe I'll run into them again at Pinkham Notch. And I didn't ask where they're going to camp tonight, but it could be the same place I'm headed to, so that's cool. I forgot about this. When I get to the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center, I can have a $2 bread and bowl of soup. I should get there right at 11, so that's perfect. Now I'm crossing the Mount Washington Auto Road. This road goes right up to the summit. It is 11:10 and I'm leaving the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center. I got a deli sandwich and a couple little resupplies, like candy bars and stuff like that. They're super hiker friendly. And yeah, now I'm off to go hike the Wildcat Carter Range, which is behind me. And what I'm about to do is the steepest section of the whole Appalachian Trail. So I feel fueled after my ham and cheese sandwich and chips and soda. If you were to see a moose in New Hampshire, I would expect it to be in this section. There's been people saying they saw moose, I think this morning, like right at the crack of dawn. And I've seen moose in the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center before, so I will keep my eye out. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna see a moose until I get to Maine, if I'm being honest. This is such a pretty lake with a view of Mount Washington, and you can see that there's still patches of snow up there. Today I have 18 miles planned from the Osgood tent site to the Imp shelter, which 18 might not seem like a lot, but the miles ahead of me are going to be very slow. So I've told my plans to a couple other hikers today. They're like, oh wow, you're pushing it to Imp? And every time I hear that comment, it makes me a little more nervous, like, ooh, maybe I can't get there by the sunset. But today is, again, one of the longest days of the year, so I think I got some time to do it, but I'm probably not going to take a lot of time to film all those walking back shots because I might just push it to Imp and not waste too much time now. Just for perspective, this is straight ahead. And that's pretty far up there. I just gotta climb up those rocks. Can I do this with one hand? We'll find out. Yeah, the phone's gonna go away. That rock slab was tough to do holding the phone, but now it's a little better. But it's still going straight up. I've gone basically 8 miles today. That lap time, 1 hour and 33 minutes. That's how long it took me to do the last mile on trail. It has been super steep. I think out of the whole trail, that is for sure my slowest mile so far. Even hiking up Mount Washington, the miles were taking like 40, 45 minutes. So an hour and a half for 1 mile, that should just show how tough and steep that was. Just stopped at the top of the Wildcat Ski Resort. It's absolutely beautiful up here. There's a picnic table, so I was able to stop for a quick lunch break. Frizzle and Cup of Tea were here. I've kind of been leapfrogging with them for a while now. They were both at the Pink and Notch Visitor Center too, and I stopped there for my first break today. But they're both headed to Carter Notch Hut, and that's 3 miles from here. 3 miles. So I'm also going to stop there for a water break, and then I'll continue on hiking. But such gorgeous views from up here, and one of my favorite ski resorts. Alright, and we got the observation deck. More of the prezzies. That's what I did all yesterday. Oh, down the ridge. It is time to walk down off of this mountain to the Carter Hut. Right there. And then after, hike back up that mountain and keep going.
I stepped outside and I think it. So when you guys hike up there tomorrow?
So I did it again. I stopped by the Carter Notch Hut, and at first I just walked in because I had a coupon for a free baked good, and this is the last hut, so figured I'd stop by and get my free cookie. And then I saw Frizzle and Cup of Tea, and they were spending the night, and another thru hiker named Daddy Llama was here, and I looked it up and the imp shelter was still 7 miles away. So I sat around for a while and had some lemonade and my cookie, and then went up and asked if there was availability, and there was. So I bought a bunk for the night and I'm really happy about it. I did want to get as close to Gorham as I could, but I just didn't want to, 1, night hike to the imp shelter, or 2, stealth camp by myself in the whites. Just wasn't feeling it. So I got here at 5 and now it's 8:30. We had a nice lasagna for dinner, much better than all the backpacking lasagnas I've been eating. And yeah, I've just been hanging out with the hikers. I'm in a little bunk room with 3 other women, and I'm gonna have a nice night. I'm gonna go wash up, brush my teeth, crawl into my bunk, and hopefully wake up early. I don't know yet if I'm gonna get the breakfast or just hike out. I'll probably get the breakfast. I think that's at 7. And then get to Gorham tomorrow. And yeah, everything's going well. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Good night.